Welcome to Lost in Asteria, a D&D podcast with a serious story about silly people. My name is Vilas, your DM, and I'd like to introduce you to the players of the game.
Hi, my name is Mikkel. I'm playing the character Risus Plus, a tiefling necromancer who's either very cheerful or dead.
Hey, my name is Morten, and I play the green but healthy-ish halfling monk named Silas Hirudo.
Hey guys, my name is Simon, and I'm playing Charles of Stonehaven, a human fighter trying his best to win his father's approval, all while trying to stop Arikhas from going on a murdering rampage.
Hello, I'm Anna and play Arikhas, a half-elf rogue fighting to always see the worst in people.
Hi, I'm Chung. I play Galdric, an exiled human cleric, refreshed with a new set of potions.
Hello guys, my name is Chris, and I play Astralan Moonshadow, the forgotten Star Wars shadow.
And with that out of the way, let's jump right into the story. The group just ran into Grit, their old merchant friend, in the middle of the desert. Well, I'm on the road, you're on the road. Of course we are together.
This is the desert, there's no roads.
There are many roads in the desert. Actually, every place in the desert is a road when you think about it. So therefore I'm everywhere. Did you come here? I just put up shop. Did you come to buy some stuff?
What?
Actually, Risus is looking for some hand trainers.
I have great hand trainers.
Really?
Honestly, someone told me, Grit, I tried many hand trainers, but the ones you have, those are the best. Those are the best hand trainers I've used. And I have them, I'll sell them to you. But it won't be cheap.
What?
But they have the highest quality. I have the best hand trainers.
Do you use them?
Yes.
Can I look at your hands?
Alright, roll perception.
18.
Alright, so what you would witness is actually that you hear some mumbling from Grit. And then he used the spell Enlarge Reduce on his hands. Suddenly they have grown double the size.
Look, I know Enlarge Reduce. That is illegal in bodybuilding.
What?
Wait, it is?
Yeah, of course it is. No doping or Enlarge Reduce allowed.
Bodybuilding wouldn't be a thing without dope.
Yeah, come on, Charles.
Well, I didn't use doping.
I feel like we're getting off track. Anyhow, Grit says, You're right. I've been scamming you. I tried to reduce my hands because I thought that you wouldn't actually believe how large my hands have gotten with these hand trainers. So I used the Enlarge Reduce to make them smaller, just so it was more believable, Charles.
How long does Enlarge Reduce last?
1 minute, I think.
I also have to say, I only have 1 minute.
Oh, it's a 1 minute deal?
It's a 1 minute deal.
Shit,
and that's why the prices just dropped.
Two.
Half. Which is off. Now they are only 10 gold a piece.
A piece?
Yes.
How many do you need, Charles?
One for each hand, but that's a large
Why do you
price
need
for
one
something.
for each hand? You can just...
If you have two, you save half the time. And you know time is muscle.
Charles, I understand that you're really upset about your hands, and they do look freakishly small and weird. But
I could take psychic damage from
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like this is
more
very...
damage.
Damn.
This just seems a bit excessive. Like, maybe you just need to accept that this is what your body looks like now.
You hear the hand pump just squeaking away. Well, I have hand trainers. It's for Risus. Like, Risus, do you want your hands to get big?
No.
Then we don't need them. Sorry, Grit. Nice to meet you, but we are
Okay,
on our way.
no, wait, Grit, do you have anything else? Or do you only sell hand trainers?
Perhaps two swords that have snakes on them are very
Yeah.
I did, and I sold them.
What about there's something called concentrated feed that you give to cows so they grow very fast, like young cows. Like,
I do have that.
could they work for someone's hands too?
I can't say for sure, but I'm almost certain it would work. They are very cheap.
Do you only have things that are related to Charles's hands?
No, I have so much stuff.
Okay, do you
I
have
like
anything?
spears. I have the best spears.
We don't use spears.
Okay, bows. I have many bows. Knives.
Daggers.
Because we know each other so well and we're so close that we are. I have to be completely honest with you. Honestly, my stock of valuables have declined a bit because I sold most of my my greatest stuff to you guys in the north. So I'm actually outside here in the desert to find some new items and trinkets so I can sell them.
But do you want to join us? Because we are looking for a factory.
Ah, how many Haven factory?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I know exactly where it is. Well, not exactly. But I have a map, and I was actually looking for the factory. Oh, here's the thing. I have an idea. I will hire you. You can protect me from danger and help me acquire amazing stuff that I can sell, and I'll give you some of the profit.
So you want to go to Harmony Haven, the factory, and you know what that place is?
It's an abandoned factory. I imagine there'll be a lot of cool stuff that I can borrow.
Okay, that makes sense. It's just...
But instead of profit, we want first pick of the thing we get.
Grit, for the first time, doesn't look happy. First pick. All right. You can have... All right, here's the thing. I will give you the first pick of one item. And then...
Per person.
No.
And then the fourth pick and eighth pick.
No. What?
So we pick first, then he picks second, then it's his turn to pick again, and then
yeah.
it's our turn to pick.
Yeah.
So we all get 4.
We take turns picking.
Okay. But since you're picking first, I get more stuff.
Okay, we're picking 6 things, and then you get to pick 10.
He thinks for a bit. Roll persuasion.
15.
He thinks for a bit. Arikhas, you have always been the voice of reason in this group.
Yes.
Risus.
The voice of reason.
The voice of treason.
So you can always trust you. From the first time I saw Arikhas, I knew her you can trust. So I'll trust you right now, and I'll take that deal.
Great.
Can I roll insight on that one?
Yes,
I mean, he is a man of his word, right?
that's exactly what I am.
11.
It's very true.
Okay.
It's the most true. You've
Of
ever
all
seen.
the true things,
Yeah,
this
it's
is the most true.
Exactly. Anyhow, Grit says, great, we have a deal. Let me just gather some stuff, and we shall head out. He picks up some equipment, a bag, a small, short sword, and you head out of the tent. And he says, right, we're here. However, the building is, and he points down to the ground, down there. It has been covered by sand.
Oh,
So, I think, since I hired you, that you should try and dig it up.
Do you have a shovel?
Yes, I do.
Do I have one big one?
Yes, I do. It takes at least 3 people to use it.
But how much for the hill giant?
Hilja. Oh, yeah. Where is Buddy?
fuck, we forgot Buddy.
We have just buried his parents, so he must be.
He was
Yeah,
outside the
exactly.
cave.
True.
He's been here the whole time.
Hey, guys, I've been here the whole time. Good thinking. Yes. Okay, you can borrow the large shovel, and then you all get Buddy to what?
He's not a slave. We can at least ask him if he wants to do
Buddy,
it.
do you want to help us dig this factory out?
Buddy will do it. And then he doesn't use the shovel. He just starts to dig his hand through the sand. It's just
I
Like-
think that's more efficient,
yeah.
actually.
I feel like have you ever seen like a dog trying to,
Yes.
yeah, like that.
Seen a dog use a shovel? No.
You know what I mean? Like seeing a dog try to dig a hole. That's exactly how that looks. But then with a hill giant instead.
Okay, we step out of the way.
Yeah. And tons of sand is being cast to every side. After a few minutes, you hear a hollow like bang as Buddy grabs his hand on the top of a white stick or white spearhead, it looks like. So Buddy found the white tower, or at least the top of it. And after a bit more digging, he digs out a window, roughly like a fairly large window, at least sufficient to actually crawl into.
For Buddy,
No.
Can we
it's
look?
gonna be left behind again.
Is it the Washington Monument?
Yes, you found the Washington Monument.
Can we look through the window?
So you look into it looks like a storage room. You see some crates, a few like machine parts scattering everywhere.
What should we do about Buddy if
Buddy,
we don't?
stay. Make sure the window is clear.
He'll just be the bodyguard outside.
But couldn't it just get covered again?
but that's why he
We could
stands
be.
That's why he's keeping the window clear of sand.
You'll be fine,
Yeah.
maybe. You enter the abandoned factory. There are light from the window that Buddy have been digging out, sufficient to look around the room. As I mentioned before, there are a few crates, a few boxes, and a large red-looking machine that seems to light up ever so slightly.
Do you recognize anything, Risus?
Do I recognize anything, Villas?
Roll history, Mikkel.
13.
Nah, not a whole lot. The only thing you do recognize is that, well, it looks familiar. Like it's definitely like somewhat familiar to you, but you can't say you specifically been here before. The red box does look like the thing you put in a reception.
Well, Charles, I was captured and tortured. It wasn't like I was roaming freely around here, so...
Whoa.
I haven't seen this place before.
Can I open the chest?
Yes, you can. So, it's not locked. You find in it a lot of papers and some posters. Posters with like a Harmony Haven for a better world and various slogans that portray ideal behavior and structure and order to society. You also find at least one page that caught your eye. And it's a science experiment log. So it has descriptions of the experiments that they did. There's not a lot of them, but you find one of them that in a decent enough condition for you to read.
Is there a name on it?
Yes, but I will send you the note. Do you have Facebook open?
I can get Facebook open.
Great, so he gets.
He gets to know.
He gets to have
Don't
Facebook
look.
open, or what do you mean?
Don't look.
I'm not looking. You don't have to keep your hand there.
You all watch as Charles read the paper.
Wow, Charles, you're a really fast reader.
You can also read it out loud if you feel like doing that.
Oh, guys, I found a letter. It says, our first subjects have been selected. Volunteers eager to contribute. Sorry, this is a lot of... it seems like they
Do you need me to
have done-
read it for you?
Sorry, but it's hard reading when I'm working my hands.
Well, maybe you should just let that go.
No! To the progress of our glorious society. Subject number 1. A soldier has undergone the removal of fear. Early results are promising. He reports feeling blah 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 blah. The boards are pleased. I am pleased. Dr. Miriam Hilliard.
Do I know that name?
It does ring a bell. Actually, Elin mentioned a Dr. Hilliard. So he's a leading figure, like a head of research, as far as you know.
His name is Miriam.
Well,
That's very
some
judgmental of you.
people are
Yeah,
called
sorry.
Miriam.
We lost that one listener that called Miriam by that comment.
There's nothing wrong with being called Miriam, and I'm not like...
Why do you sound so condescending?
No, I just figured that was a woman's name, typically, but obviously I don't...
Buddy, can we get that shovel out so Arikhas can dig herself out of this one?
Well, it's just...
That's the note.
Grit, what do you make of this?
I think we should move on so we can find some better items. I can't sell paper. Well, I can, but they have very low value. Unless I sell it, then they have very high value.
And who uses paper that has already been written on?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was very hoping to find some strange machinery or parts or something like this. So this is what I think we should be looking for. Because like old technology, that's worth a lot.
All right, off we go. Are there any buttons on the red machine?
Yes.
I'll just try pushing one of them.
You push a button and a small hologram comes up in front of you. And gentleman, older figure is shown. And I will give you a visual on the screen.
Oh.
He says, "Welcome to Harmony Haven. My name is Dr. Hilliard." He doesn't use his middle name. You have entered a new era of humanity. In here, we will demonstrate how we can remove those annoying thoughts and feelings that keep you from doing what you would like, and ensuring that you have a better life, a better family, and more money. All that can be guaranteed at Harmony Haven, in which our leading technology can go in, do a small tweak to your brain, and suddenly, I promise, your life will be easier. Welcome. Do you have any questions?
How do you reverse it?
So, you don't need to worry about reversing these types of treatments, as they are 100% guaranteeing you to have an improved life. But of course, if it should be needed, we have the equipment to reverse it as well.
On what floor is that equipment?
I'm sorry, I'm not familiar with which floor you mean. He's like a programmed hologram to have like general questions, so we don't really know anything specific.
I would like to talk to a real person.
If you continue down the hall into the reception, you will find human beings, tieflings, elves alike, who can assist you with your purchase.
But you said you could get rid of bad memories, right?
Yes.
I think he's a doctor in psychology.
Oh, so not a real doctor.
Exactly.
I promise you, I have an extended degree in psychology that it makes me more than sufficient. Also, I know a lot about medicine. I have many degrees.
Nice.
That he knows, but he doesn't know which floor.
But it's not actually him. It's like
No, but he uses a lot of time to
But he
argue his
doesn't have
merits.
well, he programmed that in.
But he doesn't have a doctorate in navigation, obviously.
Oh.
He looks really creepy.
All right, let's go deeper into the...
All right.
Dungeon.
You continue into the factory. You enter a huge room. You are very clearly on the third floor because in the middle of the room you can look down on the second and the first floor. So it's like this one huge room that spans over 3 floors. And you can walk past around the rim of the room here. You see various machinery. You can see some chimneys that clearly have been used to burn coal or similar things to gather heat and fuel to drive these machines. You do see that there are, at the look of it, some kind of control panel over to the right. Well, you can barely see something of a control panel in the dark over here.
I light up a stick.
You light up a stick. Do you throw it over there?
No, I think I'm going to go over there.
All right. Roll a dexterity saving throw.
15.
Okay. As you are eager to move over to the control panel, you see that most of the flooring and most of the grounds beneath you are broken and in poor condition. You almost step through the floor, but you barely catch yourself and are pulled back. The ground is very uneven.
Guys, I think we should be careful with the floor. Doesn't seem that sturdy.
Oh, I have the nice spell. I wanted to show it before.
Yeah?
Oh.
And I cast Rope Trick.
What does rope trick do?
It just casts a spell that makes a rope down from the ceiling, and then you can climb the rope and disappear.
That's like the perfect spell for this exact situation.
You can just climb up the rope and then be like invisible for other people while you're at the rope.
Ah.
But you can also go down because it's perpendicular to the floor. So
Yes.
they'll just use the rope trick and then go down.
That's
Astro, that is
okay.
so cool.
Is it a spell, a cantrip?
It's a spell.
You use your second level spell, rope trick, and a magic rope appears from thin air in the roof and goes down to the second floor. You're all welcome to climb down.
But shouldn't we check the control panel?
You can barely see an old control panel over to the side. It's unclear if it works at all and exactly what it controls.
Maybe most of us should climb down, and then someone should try to climb over there, and then the others can be ready to catch them if they fall. Yeah?
Okay.
Who climbs over there?
I think I do, since I was on my way anyways.
Okay, give me a dexterity roll.
It's not an acrobatics thing, no?
No parkour?
No parkour.
No parkour.
It's just
14.
trying. 14, okay, because he's just trying to walk carefully.
Oh.
He's not acrobating over there.
I
Could
would
be.
be, but fair.
But he didn't say that's what he was doing. So
No, that's
dexterity
true.
is 14 is sufficient. You walk carefully over the old wooden planks, and you see a door on your right side.
Hey guys, there's also a door here. Should I open it? Or should I just go over to the control panel and we'll check the door later?
Can you just check it
No
when
one's
you're
ready
there?
to catch him.
You can
Oh.
just take a peek.
Alright, I knock on the door first.
You
Why?
knock on it.
Why?
Why do you knock on the door?
Just to be polite.
What?
You knock on the
That's
door
adorable.
and no one answers.
How long do you wait for them to answer?
10 seconds. Do you think it's okay to just
Go
open the door?
in.
I open the door.
It's locked.
I'll come. Just pick the lock.
Kick it in.
I'll come. I'll pick the lock.
Okay, roll dexterity, Arikhas.
17.
17. You also easily walk over the old rotten wooden planks, and you are standing next to the door now.
Okay, and she's gonna try to pick
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
19.
19. You easily pick this old lock, and you look into a room and you see a flight of stairs.
Oh. Sure.
I wanted to test the control panel, so I think I'll just go towards that.
All right.
Do that. Go.
You move over to the control panel. You see various buttons and different types of handles that you can pull in. It doesn't seem familiar to you. You haven't seen something like this before.
Is there any big red buttons?
There are a big red handle.
I pull it.
Don't do it. Ugh.
You pull the handle and you hear old rusty machines are starting to getting fired up again. A large metal hook starts to move over and grab Charles. Charles, do a dexterity saving throw to see if you can handle not getting hooked.
Galdric, pull the lever again.
I push it up.
You push it up, and then the lever moves more quickly. So now the dice roll is more difficult.
That's a weird lever.
So I need to roll again.
No, it's just the difficulty ceiling was higher. So what
Oh,
did you
but
do?
that didn't help. It was only a 2. So.
Only a 2. Charles is caught completely off guard as the robot hand grabs Charles and pulls him out.
Okay. Galdric, make the machine stop.
I don't know how to.
Just do something.
Galdric, stop! You still have your head trainers.
Of course.
I push a random button.
You push a random button, and the robot hand takes Charles and pulls him down onto the next floor. You see a chamber that opens up with a space of one person who fits in, and Charles is put in.
Okay,
and the
but
chamber
push another.
closes.
I push another.
Okay, so let me just be absolutely clear. There are 3 buttons. Despite the big lever, there are 3 buttons. There's a blue, a green, and a red one.
Which one did he click first?
Yeah.
I pulled the lever first.
So
and
you
I
pulled the lever
Yeah,
down and
and
you
then
pulled it up again.
And then he clicked the button.
And then you push the button.
Yes, but I have to ask which button.
red.
Oh no, that is execute. Risus. Can Risus jump down the rope and try to see if there's something?
Yes.
It's a rather big machine, right? But is
Yep.
there something you can kick in or?
Can you just throw him the rope?
Charles.
Yeah.
But look at his small hands. He can. He can.
And he's holding 2 things.
Pull himself out of there.
He's also holding the head trainers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, so let's go to them. For the record, so the machine have closed, encapsulated Charles. So that already have happened.
And you press the fucking button.
So you pressed the red button. I wanted to ask, so you said you were
I want
climbing
to-
down the rope.
Yes, and then I want to inspect the machine to see if there's something.
Roll investigation with advantage since you are in familiar territory.
Oh shit! I've been on the other side of that hook. Not 20. Whee!
All right, you recognize the machine very well. You have been in there
I was
many
born in
times. You were basically born in it. At least the version of you were born in it. It is an old machine and it's not very well constructed. You see some weak areas where the panels are poorly connected. You can fairly easy kick or break the door.
And then I'm gonna pull out wires.
All right, you break into the machine and you start pulling wires. You do this the same time as Galdric pressed the red button, and the machine starts to fire up as you are pulling out all the machinery. It goes like...
Oh no!
No.
Should have pressed another button.
However, as you pull one cord from the other, it goes... and it fades out. As it seems you pulled the right one.
Woo!
I will say, Charles, in the brief time you were in there, you felt a strange, like numbing sensation in your body. You were fully awake. Your whole body felt tingly. It felt strange, unfamiliar to your brain.
It's a microwave.
Fried chicken.
But I don't feel like that anymore, or...
You still feel it slightly, and I will say that you seem more frustrated, more angry than you were before. It's most likely temporary, but your feeling has been altered a bit. You haven't had any of your feelings pulled out or any memories removed, but your anger has been increased, and the capsule is broken open by Risus. And you're free.
Is he okay?
Galdric! What the are you doing?
Wow, relax. Clench those
No,
hand
you-
trainers a bit more.
You relax. You were not nearly killed.
Well, you won't die from it, Charles.
But something happened. Galdric, get down here.
Do you not scold? It's not Galdric's fault.
Sorry, is it Galdric or not that presses buttons and pulls
Why
random
don't
levers?
you get back to your little exercise? Relax.
I want to try and snap the hand trainer.
Okay. Okay, roll strength.
Do I get advantage because I'm so
No,
mad?
you get disadvantage
no,
because
no.
you have small hands.
You should be disadvantaged.
No, I will see they count. I will actually say they counter out. So normally I will give you disadvantage because of your chicken hands, but because you are so angry, I will neglect that.
15.
They snap in half, both of them, and it creates a shocking effect. People are shocked.
I think I'm just going to
Get
stay
down here
No, Galdric,
now.
don't listen to him.
I don't think I will.
I'm not gonna take the blame here, and you don't have to have your hand over him.
What do you mean? He didn't do anything.
Galdric?
That
Yes,
you
Charles.
just pushed a button in the other room. It was random. We didn't know.
But why are you pressing random buttons?
Well, everyone's pressing buttons. Someone pressed your buttons, Charles. Sorry, that was not a moment.
Charles.
We will get back to this. Now, what? Where are we? What's happening?
We're in Harmony Haven.
But what are we doing now?
Well, we need to find things to figure out how to fix my feelings.
Oh,
Grid says,
You know
wow.
other people's feelings, Charles. You know how they matter too.
yeah. It would just be nice that mine also matters.
Yours
But sorry,
always matter.
Arikhas, sorry,
It's
you
all
all
about
cannot
Charles
be.
all the time.
Oh, sorry, Arikhas, that we cannot hate everyone.
What do you mean?
What is this? No. Oh, I hate everyone, but still, oh no, don't yell at Galdric when he fucks up and nearly kills someone. Either you don't care or you care. Pick a side. Now, is there any doors around here?
So you are standing on the second floor, and you're standing next to the machine that Risus have pulled Charles out of. There are a few doors. If you look to your right side, you see the corridor, similar to one you were before, but there is a door slightly open over here.
Where's Grit?
Wow, that was scary. I almost thought it was done for, but then Risus saved the day.
But
Thanks, Risus.
yeah,
great
no
job.
worries. But Grit, do you need anything from this machine?
Yes, let me just check. And then he just jumps like head first into the machine. Then you hear some raveling about, and he's like, you were pulling wires. He's pulling trinkets and gadgets and gears and everything out of it.
How many things?
That's the question.
A gear is one thing.
So he doesn't pull out many gears. He's like, this thing, and then he snaps something off. It looks like a small, like 3-fingered claw made of metal.
Or a Charles chicken hand.
No, it wasn't just chicken hand. It was a small claw. You would recognize this as the actual device that actually pokes into your brain and do the meddling, so to speak. And he says, a handheld emotion. That's very handy.
Wait, but it's broken, right?
It's only sort of broken.
No, but like the real thing is broken.
Well, it's old technology. Most of the stuff around is either to encapsulate people or to power the thing. But with the new type of magics that we have developed over the last... Well, as a society.
Wait a minute.
Okay, roll insight, Charles.
What? Grits.
That one, I'm too mad.
You are too mad and overcome with emotions, and it seems reasonable that he was referring to the society magic. Like magic has become more powerful. Getting access to energy sources has been more easy. So he says, well, we don't need the whole room to power this. We just need some powerful magic, and we can get that around places.
But you're not gonna use it, right?
No. Well, I'm not gonna use it.
But you're not gonna sell it to someone who's gonna use it.
No, of course not. I would never.
Okay, but
But I will-
remember how we had the first 6 picks? I'm picking that one.
Well, I almost wait. So, what?
Maybe we should wait until the end to pick something.
Oh, no, I'm picking
Make
that one.
Okay.
All right, you have made your first pick, and Grid is like reluctantly giving over the handheld emotion innator.
So the idea,
Motion.
so the idea is that this machine takes emotions out of people, but is there some place where it stores these emotions? Can I see that, or?
But does it pull emotions from people? Doesn't it just like do something to their brain so they don't have access?
Saps them.
So you can do an intelligence roll to see if you can figure out how the machine functions.
We're doomed.
How does a machine look on the other end of the claw?
14.
14. Okay, so the claw is like there's a long arm in the machine that actually controls the claw. So the capsule is basically a sort of sleeping pod where you are restrained, and the claw is just like connected to the machine, have free access to move around the body. So there's nothing really on the other side. So it's mainly a power cord. 14 is not sufficient. Like you are...
I'm still too mad.
You're still too mad, and 14 was a good try, but it's difficult to figure out how this engineering works. You need a pretty high roll to see exactly how it figures out. But you don't see... What you don't see? You don't see any thing that looks like a storing unit. So you can't really say if it stores the emotions anywhere. At least you can't find it, but it doesn't mean it doesn't do it. It's just... So Grit says, all right, okay. If you want this, you want this. But we'll see what we else find. Maybe we find some very cool stuff indeed in this factory. So, should we move on?
Oh, has Galdric gone down to us?
I would have assumed so.
Has Charles cooled down?
Nope.
I
No.
just Charles, get over it. Just the arrogance. I just
will
no, I don't want to
Deal with this when we are out.
Okay, well, come down, Galdric, but just don't be near him. He's annoying.
All right.
Should we take a look what's inside the half-open door before we go down the stairs?
Okay, you move in to the room. It's an old office. Most likely Dr. Hilia's office, you can safely assume. It is well lit, actually, surprisingly. Not by windows, by some magic lamps that are located on the walls.
What do they look like?
The lamps?
Are they
They-
nice?
Yeah, they're actually very nice. They are hexagonally shaped and glow with a bright white light, which is uncommon because most of the light sources you're familiar with either is bluish from the
Pyramid.
Sorry, I was thinking of kryalit, which is what it's named after. Tyramid?
Nerd.
Science. The Tyramid was blue. Of course, fire is a yellow-orangey color, but white light is quite rare. Even Galdric's sticks don't come with white light. They do like sort of a bluish tone.
Can we take some of them?
Yes, you can.
Great.
So you pick down the nice hexagonal lamps.
Oh, that's
Only
not
one,
counting
right?
for us picks.
Only one.
Wait.
Just
You have
one.
you have chosen your pick.
That's true.
Oh,
You
okay.
can still take things
Grit
like...
comes in. That's some nice lamps.
Wait, you can have the rest. I don't care. I'm taking it. Is anyone
It's a nice lamp. Honestly, it's a nice lamp.
But are there
Right,
any
you-
documents?
Yeah.
You look through his desk to find any documentation on what the hell is going on at this place, and you do find some other notes on the experiment, and maybe someone else finds it. Maybe Risus finds some notes, as you were asking. So, Risus, do you have Facebook open?
No.
Astro is going to see if there's any drawers in the on the table.
Any drawers? Yes, there'll be many drawers.
I'll take the upper right one because that's where I usually hide stuff. Is it locked?
No, it's open. It's almost empty, but you find a golden key inside the drawer.
And I quickly sleeve it up my sleeve.
Oh, so no one noticed?
Yeah.
Okay, roll a sleight of hand. It has to be higher than everyone else's passive perception.
20.
Okay, anyone have a passive perception of 20?
I have.
You have?
I have 22.
You have 22 passive perception. You notice that Astron is fiddling around with something.
I look at Astro in the eyes.
I'm just looking at you like, not a word. I'm gonna give you to Charles.
I nod downwards.
Oh, yeah.
Risus says, just some notes on the first subject not going too well, and then someone who had her anger removed, which didn't go well either, so...
I thought he has a doctor degree in psychology.
Yeah, but he's pretty shit at it. Well, he's not, I guess.
Despite that, you find the key, you find some documents. But despite that, nothing too crazy.
Alright, nothing to see here, guys.
Should we head
I'll
on?
just point at the door again.
You point at the door, and I guess you're all leaving down to the next floor. You exit, and you come down to the next floor. It is very dark down here. There are not a lot of light sources.
I still have my...
You still have your stick, of course.
I'll signal to Galdric, like cut my thumb down my throat, like across the throat.
It's not Galdric's
Poor
day. Like, it's
Galdric.
really not Galdric's day.
I look at Charles.
I take out my third hand trainer and I just look at you while I train both of my hands once more.
I look down on the floor.
The floor is... No, okay.
Describe the floor with us. Let's get a
Yeah.
POV of Galdric.
No. Yeah. Sorry. But it is a stone floor. So, for no one who asks what it is. You enter this large hall. It's very dusty and it seems like there are like some blood stains around the area on the flooring. It has clearly been there for some time, so they're not very visible, they're not super bright, they're not fresh, but they're clearly there, and most of the floor and most of the walls is covered in it. You see broken crates, you see some fingernails on the wall scraping over various surfaces. Some struggle occurred here, and at least for someone it didn't end out too great. You hear some noises of movement from further down the room.
Do we see anything?
You can't see anything so far.
Is it like, is it like rat noises or is it like a person noises?
It's like...
That's horrible.
That's so frightening.
Well, Reese is gonna look from afar. Or, step closer.
Where did these noises come from? Down the stairs or?
No, so you are on the bottom floor now. So it comes from somewhere in the back of the large hall.
Hello? Anybody there?
Well, no one responds, but you do hear some rattling sounds from around the room. So not just in the back where you hear the mourn.
It's
Not
gonna
chains.
be zombies, isn't it?
Not chains specifically, but like clearly some movement that knocked over some metal rods or something, and you hear the clearing over the floor.
Galdric, can you throw a stick in there?
Sure. And I throw a stick as far as I can.
You throw a stick as far as you can. Yeah, roll dexterity.
6.
You throw it, and as you do, you see 4 creatures standing
Ay.
around your stick. They are ghoulish, zombie-like, creeping people. They all have a number tattooed in their head. Something like this.
Damn.
As they start to... as they just move towards you.
Can we all see them?
Yes, they are running in your direction. Roll
No.
initiative. Thank you so much for listening to Lost in Hysteria. I will be back in 2 weeks with a new episode. And if you enjoyed the music, please go check out Tabletop RPG music on Patreon. where a guy named Ian composes amazing music for your own tabletop role-playing games, and all music from this podcast is produced by him and his team. So go check it out, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.